Hey guys, Huzz here, bringing you another video, this time playing Banished, a relatively new game to come onto the Steam, and it is made by a indie developer, and just the premise of the game, you're making a medieval town slash village, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's a game that I am quite enjoying right now, as back in the day, quite some years ago, I played a game a lot, and I do mean a lot, called Zeus, Master of the Olympus. And if you're aware of that game, you're basically making a ancient Greek city, and it reminds me of this somewhat, as they do share some similar aspects. Now, the mic I'm using right now is my headset mic, as it is a live gameplay commentary that I'm doing right now. Obviously, the other mic I use for pre-done stuff, and I'm pleased to say I am soon going to be getting a mount and a new mic and everything to make sure that I can use the studio mic and anything I do, because it'll be hanging down in a position that it doesn't affect the keyboard, so that'll be something. But anyway, let's make a new map. So town name you can make, and I will make this one just called HuzzyGames Town Thing Thin. There we go, brilliant name. And then there's all map seeds, so you can go online like Minecraft, and if someone has got a really nice seed that there's a river nearby, there's not many mountains around the town area, they're around the edge, then you can go find that, but whatever one will do. You can change from valleys to mountains. Let's try mountains. I've never done mountains before, and then you can go small, medium, large. I always go large because I like expanding. Climate, you can, whatever you want. Mild, fair, harsh, fair will do. Disasters on or off, like SimCity. And starting conditions, easy, medium, hard. I always go medium. So I'm not amazing at this game, but on the screen right now, this loading screen is kind of what your town will look like eventually in the building type thing of it. Now I have looked up a couple of tips just to kind of get myself going in a good way in this game. Now, if you're also playing this game and you found, God, my villagers are just dying in the first winter, well, that's basically because a lot of people build farms. So straight into the game. Down in the bottom right is the menus. You got the speed of the game. I always bring this one up. This is just how your town is. So what have you got stored in the town? You can see over here, because I picked medium, we already have quite a bit already stored. And while I explain what's going on, I'm just going to place a gatherer's hut over there. While I explain. So over here's the menu. So you've got all the information tabs really, and you can assign jobs to citizens. So what do you want them to be? And over here, I'll leave this up. And if you just want to look what everybody could be, then you can look over there, and you can do other things: paths, increase priority on a certain build, that type of thing. Houses, you can go for a wooden house, a stone house, which is a bit more warmth and just nicer for the winter, or a boarding house. This is all these people with a little house on top. They are homeless right now, so I'm actually going to build a couple of houses. Now just look at the surroundings. We have a lake. We do have kind of a river type thing, but there is the main river. So if I'm not mistaken, we can fish on this, but we cannot put a trading post on this or this. We're going to have to put a trading post on the main river. So that is a bit annoying. They're going to have to have a bit of a walk from the little town here. So let's just make a few houses. We start with about 20 or so people, if I recall, and these houses can have about 6 to 8 people inside, but obviously only one family. So about 4 to 5 houses will do you for the first winter. But anyway, these guys will eventually build all these, and if we make 4 people actually builders, they'll prioritize building more than collecting resources, all that type of thing. So the next wheel is the travel type one. So you've got dirt roads that if people are walking on, they will travel a bit quicker. Stone roads, much the same. Wooden bridge, so this is, I can make a bridge over here and they could cross. And eventually a tunnel, which if there's a mountain like so, I can put a tunnel through it, which I don't think they had the technology for back in these days, but whatever. Storage barn, this is what this is. You already start with one. Stockpile, this is what this is. It's just where your resources will go to, just to organize it a bit better. A market is a centralized hub that can source all the materials. So if there's stuff in the storage barn, it will go to the market. If there's stuff from a blacksmith, it will go to the market, and people can get all their stuff from there. Trading post is a little port that we'll have to put on this river over here, like mentioned, and you can get things like cattle. If you want to start to breed cattle, then you'll have to put up a trading post and wait for the merchant that has cattle to come, and other things like that. Over here you've got a well, so this is town services. So you've got a well, you've got a schoolhouse. Now if your citizens are educated, they will do better in their jobs. So if they're a resource collector, they will collect more resources. If they're a builder, they'll build quicker, stuff like that. Hospital, this is just to help cure diseases. Town hall, used to record and show census data. Don't know how important that is. I haven't really built one. Chapel, happiness, and a cemetery reduces when people get depressed when people die, because people will die in this game. Now, it may be a bit tedious me explaining everything in this game, but I thought I may as well do it because it is such a big game that you've got to know what you're doing. So crop field, you can have different type of stuff. Orchard, pasture, fishing dock, hunting cabin, and gatherer's hut. Now I'm just going to look in the sound options. There is an effect that I think is bugging out, and it's on like loop. That's still on. We'll look for it. So again, this game has just been released. They will be putting some patches out. Nope. Is it the music or is it the UI? We'll try one at a time. Okay, so it was the music. So we got no music, unfortunately, for this. But it will save that annoying droning noise. So you have more of my lovely voice. So actually, what I'll do as well, I'll turn up the ambient volume and the effect volume, just to have it. I'll turn that down. Just to have it like a little bit more noise. Hopefully, it will be in earshot, but I can't promise anything. So here is the Gatherer's Hut. This is the most efficient start. So this is the thing that always gets people before the first winter. And there's our first house, by the way. Is a lot of people just go straight for farms because it's like crop field is the one that's straight away. But the first winter is kind of quick, but like until it actually creeps up on very fast when you start your first game. And the Gatherer's Hut will give you more food than a crop field will at the start, forever really. Because the crop field has to grow, then you have to get all like the food and everything from the actual field. So the Gatherer's Hut is apparently the most efficient way. So just to start off the game, build a Gatherer's Hut and build your houses as quickly as possible, and that will help you quite a bit. And then what you want to do, you want to go into the resource production, and you want to build a forester and a woodcutter, because you need a woodcutter to have people have firewood in their homes for winter. And then what you want to do as well is we'll move it, but at the moment we'll put it here. And this is a forester. So a forester will cut down all these trees, but then actually replant new ones. So you won't be left with an open, barren area. So that is quite nice. So these houses will eventually get built. You can see how it kind of works. You've got to remove that if there's any debris or any trees, etc. in the way, they have to get removed. Then logs, stone, and then the actual building process has to be done until everything is complete. So you can individually click on somebody in your town. This guy's name is L. Woody, apparently. He's a male, he's rather happy, his health is very good, he's 18 years old, he's educated, and he's a labourer. So a labourer really will just do the dirty work of the town. Anything that needs to be needed, they'll just jump into an individual job. And that is where the jobs tab actually comes in, is that you actually put people to a job. So you can see here labourer, so that this guy here is one of the 2 labourers in our town. Everybody else has been they're either a child or they have been given a job of a gatherer or a builder right now. So you can see the town's not very big right now, but it's going to get there. So this house should be built soon, hopefully. And what I probably want to do now is a fishing dock will probably suffice, because the winter will be coming, and crop field, as mentioned, is not the best thing to do at the start of the game. They're not even that good. I think if you go into the actual numbers of things, you see the food limit here. So when we have 5,000 food, and you can change this number, it will stop looking for food. The gatherers will be like, right, we've already got 5,000, we don't need to do any more. And while we've got a little thing here, reserve on logs is low. So let's actually just force people to just harvest some trees here. Like, let's just tell them, go chop down trees, just so we get some. But as I was saying, if I remember what was I saying? Oh yeah, food. When 5,000 food is reached, it will stop providing, and a gatherer's hut, I think produces 3,000 food per year, if I'm not mistaken, and a crop field produces 1,000. So you can see a gatherer site is much more effective and requires just the same amount of people. So it's like, miles more productive. So the reserve on stone is quite low as well. So we are getting some warnings. We've got firewood as low as stone as well. So basically all the main resources. We've got iron and we've got some logs. And they are going to be chopping down trees here. But the main goal right now is just to survive the winter. So you can see this house is cold. And if they stay cold for a certain amount of time, they will freeze to death. Rather a sad story. And the people that are homeless right now, they're pretty much going to die already. So we're just going to speed up the clock a bit. We'll do ×5. Just to see if we can get things going. If they build the woodcutter, that would be pretty damn nice, and then the forester afterwards. This guy will just take all the logs that we have and turn them into firewood, so that will help with the cold problem. And if we force one person to work in here, so this is what this means, is how many people can work in this room is this bit here, and then how many people are actually working there, and you can force people to work there. So this guy, for him to actually be able to work, he needs the logs. So he doesn't go out and chop the trees, the woodcutter, even though, the name would think so. He gets the logs that are already chopped down that go over in the stockpile here and turns them logs into firewood. And then the person that I'm making next to him, the forester, they're the ones that go out and chop the actual trees and then replant them. So it's basically learning the game is your best bet, really, of any game. That is a good idea, a good premise to start with. So I'll build another house. Now I like building quite thin corridors, as I think that's kind of what an oldie worldy town would be like. Very compact, very close, because the closer you are to other things, the more heat you'll retain, and that's the way I kind of see it and build it, which I think works okay. So how are we doing? We're in late spring. This is our population. So we've got 19 people living with us right now. If you direct over to the top left, we've got 11 adults and we've got 9 children, and the middle one is students, and obviously we do not have a schoolhouse, so we can't really have students if there's no schoolhouse. So early summer, so it's early summer, winter will be coming around soon. Now normally I play on ×10 speed, and that's probably why winter really does creep up on me very quickly. But if I'm just playing at ×5 or less than that now, let's just collect some of this stone. So amongst this there'll be iron, but we'll just drag it over and collect all the stone. You can choose to remove everything, so you get logs, you get iron, you get stone, but we're just going to go for the stone, as we do, or we should have a forester soon. Reserve on logs is low. Yes, because this needs to be built. And this person should be, they're getting stone there, that's what they need. So with these guys minus some stone, that should get built soon. So you're basically, well, a lot of people say, well, so what is the catch of this game? What will keep you playing? Well, just expanding your town, really. It does, this game does lack a few things. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say it's a perfect game by any means, because I do compare this game to Zeus Master of Olympus. And if you have never played that game, I apologize, because I may lose you here occasionally. But Zeus, you had a massive world screen that you could, so your town or whatever it's called, you could go trade with Sparta, you could go have war with Sparta, and although you never used to go to their cities, they could come to yours, and then your army could defend theirs. I think that would be pretty good for this game. Local tribes trying to fight would be kind of cool. Let's force at least 2 people to work in that. And this X means basically he has no logs to work with. No logs have been delivered for him to chop into firewood. But yeah, this game it's pretty good. It's a good time sink, and that's what I'll give it. It's like a Sims, really, in that Sims, if you really think about it, have no goal, have no objective. They're just a very good time sink. And if you just want to have an enjoyable experience, then this is a good game for you. So if you look in the storage barn, food-wise is always the one that really catches you out early, as well as firewood. And we got quite a lot of mushrooms, we've got some berries, we've got onions, we've got a lot of potatoes, and we've got a lot of roots. I don't know how flavoursome roots are going to be, but yeah, we've got some. If you wanted some, you can have some roots. I'm not going to judge. So the forester is working now, so that's lovely. If we click on this here, we can actually go to one of the foresters, and you can see she is actually working, and she's 20 years old, and she's a forester. And if we go into the other one, he's 19, and he's a male, so that's pretty cool. So both of them are chopping down trees actively, and we have... Okay, so you may say, oh, there's wood here, but we've got 154 firewood, and what this guy over here will do is, if this stockpile over here, which is more than 200, he will not do his job anymore, and that's basically what we're telling. So 200 is enough, we don't need any more. So I think that we can build something else soon. The fishing dock has been finished. We'll put one fisherman in there. We're doing fairly well for food, so we don't need to worry about it too much. But is anybody else homeless? Do we have any homeless people? I don't think we do, so that's kind of good. Food, we're doing okay. We can build. And yeah, like I kind of like the boarding house because it always means that even if like a new family emerges, they should have a place to stay. But I think we'll just continue putting some wooden houses down there, and well, they're straight on that. There, right? What are we low on? Stone. Okay, I think it may be time. When these are finished, we may build a quarry. We have to kind of look for a good place to put it. Now, these are some mountains. Now, there are a few things to mention about resource collecting. There is a collect iron. No, not that one. This one. So this is a mine. Mines can only be placed on the edge of a mountain because they kind of go into the mountain. But you've got to find, obviously, a good place to put it. And I think it would go... maybe not on that mountain, maybe this one. It would go somewhere, like, it would go there. But I'm not going to do iron. I don't need iron right now, but I need a quarry. So this would be a quarry. Now the only bad things about quarry, much like Zeus Master Olympus, is that once you put it down, it ruins the environment there forever. It will always be like a dugout hole. So you kind of want to put it away from your town, but still in kind of travel distance. Now I'm not going to put it on this main island. So this whole island here, around this will probably turn into my main town village type thing. Where over, tempted to put it around here because I could make a bridge over here and then it would go quite well there. I think right next to the lake, if I put it there and then travel, wooden bridge, make one there, and we'll make another one there. That's pretty good. Okay, so we've got quite a few wooden houses right now. This guy, he has... Right, that is the symbol. So there is a lot of symbols in this game. This means he's reached his limit. So we have 202 firewood, so he's not going to produce any more. So what we'll do, we'll put that up to 300, and then we'll continue to chop some wood. So the houses are doing fairly well. Both families looking quite good. So you've got 1-year-old, 10-year-old. We've got quite a lot of kids emerging, and these guys will eventually need their own houses. Obviously, that's how kind of life works. So what are we low on? We're low on logs. Right, so it's not a huge issue that we're low on logs because we have got a lot of firewood. But the winter, it is snow, but I think we're okay. I think we'll survive this fairly easily. Every house seems to be very good on food, firewood, etc. So this town has got a pretty strong start, so that's kind of good. Is there anything else that we kind of need? I'm tempted to get a schoolhouse. I haven't actually built one before, but I think it may be a smart thing to do. So we'll build it here, why not? And then that will make the kids, that we have quite a lot of kids in this town, they will make them more productive. So right now in the town, our town has grown considerably. We've got 16 adults and 7 children. And if they get educated, then that means when they become adults, they'll be a lot more productive. And while we do this, I think I'm going to build a hunter's cabin. Now I'm going to build it... Now we can see a little group of deer right here, but you want to put it kind of on the edge. We know the deer will be around there, but we want to kind of make sure that, you know, it's no good the circle being in the town because there's not going to be many deer, you know, inside the town. So I think right there on the edge would mean he can go over here, and then he can kill the little herd that stays around here. That will probably be a good idea. So how are we looking? We still got quite a bit of iron. Now iron is used to make tools. Obviously miners need tools and such to actually be able to mine, which is not really a... Ooh, how's this doing actually? Both bridges are... Well, that bridge hasn't been started. This bridge is nearly kind of done. How are we doing here? Reserve on logs. So it's always logs. So what we'll do is we'll put this up to 4. We'll actually put 4 people to go chop down wood. Just to make sure that we don't really slack in that department. Now over here is the quarry, but obviously it has not been started. A lot has to be removed. 2 of it already has been, so I don't really know how these guys got over there. That would be interesting. What are these doing? What are you doing, woman? Or what are you doing? Let me click on you. Building? Oh, idling. So idle. Wrong button. Where is the button for increased priority? Remove roads, cancel removal. Is it over here? Over here? Don't even know where it is. What's this? Herbalists use to gather herbs and provide health and healing for citizens. That may be useful to get soon. We haven't actually had anybody being ill or even dead so far, but we probably do want to start maybe looking for a cemetery, because when people start dying, people do get depressed, and that becomes, you know, less productive, which is never good. So actually, they may be not across here, but I still want to kind of build a bridge just to make sure. Now it is bugging me. Where is the increase production or increase? Where is it? I have no idea where it is. Mine, woodcutter. God, where has it gone? Road, iron. I literally have no idea. What's gone low? Reserve on food. How's food low? I have millions of food. Berries. Get more berries. Make people live. So the bridge is starting to take form. I do not recommend. What? Why are you idling, woman? Stop idling. Do something. Go. She's 11 years old. Yes, go work in the mines. I mean, no, I'm joking. It is actually bugging me. I've actually leaned forward, and you may have heard more intense conversation, as I am really looking where is increase. Oh. Oh no. Where's that? Where's the tornado? Where's the map? 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 Here? Where's it? Where? I'm just scanning for the tornado. I'm looking at the edge and it's going to be directly on my town. I have no idea where it is. Oh. Is that it? I have no idea what was that then. Something just moved. Is it gone? Oh, I hear trees. And I do hear wind. And there's obviously a lot of rain. I think we may be okay though. And it did actually slow down the game speed too when this came in. We'll put it up a little bit more, but interesting. Oh, where is it? I really want to find it because I've not seen a tornado in this game as of yet. You know, we'll have just a scan of. Oh, there it is. Hello. Right. It's quite like it's over here, and our town's like just above the little circle lake, so we should be okay. God, this is look at these effects. Oh God. Right. I think we're okay, so we don't really need to worry about it. If it does come to the town, well, whoops. But I don't think it will. Is there anything we need to look out for? That tree just fell down. Hopefully, yeah, that woodcutter good. Right, back to the hunt for increased priority. I know it exists. I'm pretty sure it exists. Maybe I've gone mad. Mine, tavern, tailor, blacksmith. Remove, harvest, collect stone, iron, roads. Nope. I've literally gone mad, I think. Oh, wait. Ah! There we go. Increase priority on the schoolhouse and the hunting cabin. Right. Go make that, people. Put it up to 10. Will they make it? You need stone. Do we have stone? We've got literally no stone. Ah. Priority. There we go. We'll put the 3 things up on priority, but they're pretty much the only 3 things that want to be done. I'm back. Sorry about that. We missed a little bit, but not much. I just got interrupted briefly, but we're okay now. So I pretty much what happened, because I forgot to pause when I got interrupted. The hunting cabin got finished, so I'll put 2 people working in there. Just let's check actually of how we're doing. So we've got 4 labourers. So just to remind everybody, they're kind of the spare people that do the odds and bods work that you can put into different jobs. So we got low logs. So I'm not actually quite impressed with how these logging people are doing. You can see they've planted all new ones directly in the middle of town. But that's what I kind of mentioned, you know, at the beginning. We'll have to move this eventually. But they're not chopping down that many, it seems. You know, we've got a lot of firewood, so we're not desperately in need of firewood, which, you know, that will keep people alive. But we are in need of logs to actually build stuff. You know, we need wood to build. So these hunters will go and kill all the deer, well not all of it, hopefully. We've got this being nearly built, which is good. Still needs quite a bit of logs to finish. You kind of think, why would oh god, winter, why would a quarry need logs? And that's pretty much because it's just the wooden struts and stuff. We're low on logs again. Now I am forcing my own labourers, these 4 over here, to clear. It does seem there's more than 4, so maybe if you prioritize clearing stuff, maybe more in the town actually go and help, which would be interesting to know. Take a drink there. Apologies. So we're in early winter, so we still have the winter, and it's 19 degrees, so it is pretty cold outside. But these guys should be okay. A lot of them, yeah, have 81 firewood in their house, 57 in theirs. 80, yeah, everything's going okay. It's pretty good. So I actually have looked on YouTube and looked at like big builds, and there's one example that if I could remember whose it was, I can't, but it was not a very big YouTuber. But this, like, he literally filled up everything with a town. Now I'm not going to exaggerate it that much, not the whole map, but think of my town at least times 10. Like, it was huge, and it is kind of cool to see. Which is, you know, pretty damn awesome. Reserve on food. Uh-oh. So these guys are still collecting. We've got no food in the storage barn. Hopefully what they have, they've still got quite a lot in their houses, so that should get them through, hopefully. If they don't, then rip in peace. Is the quarry done? Okay, the quarry's nearly done, so you can see that's what it needs the wood for. It's like making a little platform thing. Don't know why. You'd think they go, right, we clear this area out and just mine it. But they don't do that. So this woman has braved the cold and is building a whole quarry by herself. And we're out of winter, so now we're back up to 32. And we're back in snow. And here is the quarry. It is complete. So we can have up to 15 people working here. We'll have 4. And that will do. For now, we've got no labourers, so we have no spare people. So we kind of just have to wait till these kids grow up before we can kind of wait for, you know, cut stone from the quarry. Yeah, cool. Okay. I kind of want the schoolhouse to be done because that will improve the productivity. Hunter's cabin's doing okay. We've got some fish. Hide coat, iron tool, leather. Okay, we're doing okay. This guy is building a lot of firewood. That may be where all the wood is actually going. That would make sense. Right, we'll put 200 cap on that. And then log limit, we'll put that up. That might actually be where he's taking all the logs from himself and turning it into firewood when we don't actually need it. That might be the issue here. Because we have got, yeah, 238 firewood. Yeah, that kind of probably is the issue. Kind of want to get a pasture. I have not managed ever to actually get a working pasture because I've never had the... would that be a good idea to put it there? Yeah, why not? We'll put it in this bit. I like filling up just spaces. I don't like seeing this green bit here near the town. Schoolhouse is being built. I think we'll, after the schoolhouse, yep, it's finished, right? Okay, we need to wait for... No citizens are able to work, so can we move someone around? Can we take somebody off something? Take one off builder. and then put one on school. There we go. So a builder has now become a school. So we've got one student. Awesome. And now again we will put trading post. Wait, can it actually? No, it wouldn't be able to go on that. No way. Flip that around, and we'll have to build it there. So it is really far away from the actual town itself, but you know, you'll have to deal with that for now. So this means, so this is a pasture. This is where a cow or something would go. But unfortunately, we do not have any yet. So we have to wait until a merchant comes in the trading post that I just built over there, or will be built. And we have to wait until we can buy some, and then we can put it into the field, I think. As mentioned, I haven't found a merchant that is actually selling a cow or a chicken or a sheep or whatever. So we'll have to kind of see. What are we low on now? We're low on logs. We're always low on logs. So we'll actually build another forester. Cut down, no, here. Use to define an area, selectively cut down trees and plant new ones. So we're going to put it right here, like in the middle of the forest. Go and cut down trees. And this should be built eventually. So yeah, we've already got most of the logs are going to that. That's probably why we're back low on logs. So this is pretty much most of the game that is in the game right now. There is a website with an FAQ. People are saying, will there be any more patches, expansions? Is there multiplayer? And there's something to mention. There is not multiplayer, and they have no plans to add multiplayer because they haven't even put it in the netcode or anything like that. So it would be a lot of work to do, and certain aspects of the game may not work if they do it, and it's too much hassle when a game's already been released. So there will not be multiplayer, but there may be new stuff coming in, and they haven't promised anything, but there could be in the future, which should be kind of cool. And I'm actually going to build a stone house because, you know, why not? And there is different types. I have to remember what the command is. What is the command? Is it Q? No. Okay, it's that button. What's that button? F. So there is different types of houses, and when you place it, it changes anyway, but just cycle through. You can kind of pick and choose the ones you want. If you wanted all of them to look identically the same on the same street, you can do that. Don't know why you would, but you can. That was in the wrong position. Cancel that. And go back into this. There. Logs and logs. Oh, these people need food. Why do you need food? You should be fine. Hunt more things. Pick more berries. So I think we'll actually just build a few farms ready for the next season. So we'll build them over here. Make it like a little farming area outside of town. 10 by 10 is normally what I do. 10 by 10. Oh, people have died. Okay, actually. Before we do anything like that. Cemetery. Oh god. What are you dying from? Starvation? Okay, well, I think a whole house just got taken out. And we'll build a decent cemetery. So why are they hungry? You should have had food. There should be food anyway. Roots, berries. So we've got one berry. Oh, that's a lovely dinner. Fish. Sarah Mistel. Or Missy, whatever your name is. Orlan. Abigail. Fred. Rostilelli. Some of the names are quite funny. I think it's okay now. Maybe we just had too many. We have to build more food stuffs. So we'll actually build another gatherer's hut too. Over somewhere else. Like over here. Like that. That'll probably sort things out. But I think that'll be it for this video, guys. I played a bit of this. Just setting up a town. Just showing you what the game premise is about. Maybe check it out on Steam. If it's something you're interested in. It's called Betrayal. Just to remind you. And yeah, that was it. So sorry for the little interruption in the middle of this, or middle-ish of this video. I got called and I forgot to pause the game. So we did miss a little bit, but just basically building. But other than that, yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. And just to say one last thing, just quickly about League of Legends. I normally don't mix things, but I haven't been doing as much League content as I normally do, and that's basically because of LoL Replay is completely broken in certain aspects of it. So it's making it really hard to do League content right now. So for the time being, there may just be an increase of other games here and there. So anyway, again, yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.